You don't take me wrong, all the Gen Z over there, but you know, we are seeing this very prominently that the kids, the new generation, the Gen Z, which is coming up right now, they are losing on the patience level.
So, hello everyone, myself Deepak Garg and I am the founder and the CEO of Vibgyor Solution. And now we are coming up with a student startup event which is called Pathfinder 2.0. This is a very unique event organized only for the students by the Vibgyor Solution. And we have an incubation partner with us with the ISB, ISA Mohali, IIT Delhi, and along with that CGC Janjeri. So, hello everyone. Today we have a new guest, Dr. Ati Priye.
Hello everyone, myself Dr. Ati Priye. I am the CEO for VentureNest, which is a business incubator of Chandigarh Group of Colleges, Janjeri, Mohali. So we are a registered Section 8 company and an ISO 9001-2015 incubator. We provide incubation services to these startups, helping them scale from ideation stage to MVP and market-ready prototyping stage. So we are committed in helping and nurturing the young startups, the young entrepreneurs in different thrust areas, be it agriculture, be it engineering, be it AI/ML, be it blockchain technologies. You name the domain, and we have the solution for you. So over here, we have a pool of mentors with us. We have pool of investors with us, right to handhold you guys in your entrepreneurial journey, so that we can help you achieve your dreams.
Firstly, very warm welcome to our Pathfinder 2.0.
Thank you so much.
So we start with your journey, sir. So how you start and what is your experience into that student entrepreneurship?
Okay. Thank you so much, first of all, for giving me this opportunity to be over here and to interact with the lovely audience. I'm very much humbled, and I'm fortunate that we are interacting over here. So my journey started in 2008 when I started with my CA. So I was into the finance background, and I was interacting with the business houses, corporate houses, individual taxpayers. And when I was over there, so I got fascinated with the kind of business acumen those persons were having. And as soon as I was progressing, so I got the opportunity to work with companies like Indian Oil, with Ulam International in Africa, with Radix Institutions, with Pearson Group. So that instigated me to work something for the business community. But during that time, the entrepreneurship field was, means not that much active, like it is today. After post, Modi ji's introduction of the Startup India initiative and post Shark Tank India episode and all that, means scenario, we had a tsunami of entrepreneurs right now. So I always wanted, I love interacting with these students, and I always wanted to extend my support to them in whatever way possible I can do for them. So I started venturing out, and I started, means interacting with the young founders. So over there, I understood that, the scenario of India is changing. India is becoming the third largest ecosystem of the startup in the entire world. So I also wanted to give my tiny bitsy contribution over here in whatever way possible I can. So that's why I got associated with the startup ecosystem players and enablers like Startup India, Startup Punjab, CII. So I'm on mentor on board with them. I got appointed by Business Blaster as a Business Blaster coach with them. So I'm mentor on board with many ecosystem players. Through that, I started understanding that what is the actual requirement of the entrepreneurs. So over the last 5-6 years, I am heavily and deeply involved in this. In fact, I did my PhD in entrepreneurship and AI to understand more deeper into this area and help out the ecosystem players. So I've mentored more than hundreds of startups right now, and by God's grace, some of them are doing good, some of them are not doing good, because it's the part and parcel of the ecosystem. But one thing which inspires me is the never-ending attitude of the entrepreneurs. All the entrepreneurs, they are always having this one quality, one USP in them, the never, means never say, never say die attitude with them. So they are always bouncing back, and that is what keeps us alive. That is what keeps us pushing more and more limit into it, and that is the vision of CGC Incubator Venture Nest also. So we are trying to nurture the young entrepreneurs, the young startups with all the help and all the facilities that we can offer to them.
So, sir, as you said, with the CGC Gen JD, so can we get the chance like you are incubating only to the students or the startups who are working outer of this CGC?
Okay. So we are open. We have opened this incubation facility for all the members out there.
Okay.
Whether you are a DIPP registered startup, whether you are just having an idea and you want to venture out into this ecosystem, or you have an idea, you have registered your company, but you want to seek some further mentorship, further networking support. So we have opened doors for all the avenues. So right now also we have more than 25 startups registered with us, and we have startups from external members also, and we have startups from internal students also. So we have the startups who are doing means who are even started the revenue streams of their models, and we also have startups who are at TRL 0 or TRL 1 level, who are just exploring out that how we can make this idea into a prototype and get it into MV stage and then for the market stage. So we have made it open for all. And in fact, we offer the incubation support in two ways. Like we offer the virtual incubation support also, we offer physical incubation support also. So sometimes there are startups who are, it's not in this vicinity, but they still want to get the incubation support in terms of networking, in terms of connecting with the right investors, or in terms of, means digital media promotions. So we are incubating them and we are providing such services also to them.
Oh, that's good, sir. So, what's your thought about the students and what you are looking specifically into the students when they are like they want to join as a startup system and they want to come up with some ideas and all. So, what you see firstly as a student?
So the first thing which I see in a student is like how serious is he towards this means venture, because sometimes many a times there are plenty of students those who are just getting fascinated by the ecosystem. They are seeing the end result of the successful startups. Everyone wants to be a unicorn, but they are not acknowledging the hustle which these entrepreneurs have gone through. So if a student is coming up with this mindset, so first we need to polish them. We need to means make them understand that it's good that you have decided that you are going to embark your startup journey, but with this journey means you should be prepared and aware that there will be hustling also. Roses have thorns too. There is always two sides of the coin. So we means first mentor them. We tell them that you need to first understand the idea, whether that idea is actually falling into the category of startup or not, because there is a very thin line between the startup and a business. So people need to understand what startup actually is. You are really solving the problem of the society. You are means falling under the definition, and whether you are contributing back to the society or in some way or other. If you're falling in this purview, then yes, you can enter into the startup domain. So we first need to make them understand this. Once he understands, once we feel that yes, the idea is clickable and the idea can means cause a ripple in the market, so we nurture them and we take the help of our associate members. So we are means fortunate enough to get supports from industry mentors, from Startup Punjab, from IIM Punjab, from all the other ecosystem, who are means coming with full support to us, and they handhold the students at the right stage. So we have our own PhD members also in the incubation center. We have devised a project evaluation monitoring committee, the expert committee of the learned persons and professionals, both from academia as well as industry, because we try to give them the taste of both the medicines, the academic as well as the real practical medicines. So we nurture them, we provide the access to the resources. Sometimes we have resources, sometimes we don't have resources. So we collaborate with other partners, we chip in the resources inside, and we give them the access, and slowly means we help that seed grow into a tree. So that's the whole idea about it.
So sir, as we are discussing, so अभी मैं बात करना चाहूँगा आपकी previous experience के साथ how you found that Pathfinder 2.0 कि आपके विजन के साथ किस तरीके से वो कोलैबोरेट कर पा रहे हैं और किस तरीके से हम उसे आगे लेके जा सकते हैं.
You know, the best thing about Pathfinder is that you are addressing the root cause. Um, you are, means going directly to the students and helping the students understand the nuances of the startup ecosystem at the right stage. Because what happens is कि बच्चे को एक अगर right stage पे training मिल जाए, बच्चे को एक right stage पे understanding मिल जाए ecosystem की, and उसको एक opportunity मिल जाए कि अपने ideas को एक right stage पे and एक right age पे present कर दे. So I think he can do wonders in life and he can do wonders in the ecosystem out there. So that completely aligns with our vision also, because we are also, means believing in this notion that we need to handhold the startup at the right age, at the right stage. That's why, means we make it open for everyone, that whoever wants to come and, you can come and we can guide you. We are here to help you out. And Pathfinder is, means is the cherry on the cake over here, because the kind of environment you are building up for the startup ecosystem, it's going to boost the ecosystem in the region to a next level. The kind of mentorship support you are providing, the kind of investors you are bringing in, the kind of experience you are bringing in, because it's very difficult to means accumulate all the experience, all the ecosystem experts and all the enablers in a single platform. And I think it's a perfect and once in a lifetime or once in a means decade or a year opportunity for the entrepreneurs to interact and to network with them. हम कहते हैं your network is your net worth, and I think you are serving it on a platter that okay, come build the network and so that you can grow it over there. So that's a very commendable thing that you are doing.
Okay, so sir, what was your suggestion to the students who want to come up as a ideas? When we talk about the ideas, अभी उनके लिए first part we can talk about the challenges. So what kind of a challenges you want to throw at them? कि like when we talk about आज की डेट का जो सिनेरियो है हमारा ecosystem, राइट, सो वहाँ पे हमें बहुत हर्डल्स आती है.
हाँ जी.
हमें वाटर की लेवल पे बड़ी हर्डल्स आती है, लाइक व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द पंजाब स्पेशली.
Yes.
सो पंजाब में वाटर लेवल बहुत डिक्रीज हो रहा है.
True.
सो व्हाट काइंड ऑफ चैलेंजेस यू वांट टू थ्रो टू देम सो दैट दे कैन कम अप विद द यूनिक आइडियाज
Okay.
एंड वी कैन टेक इट टू दैट बिजनेस लेवल, और जो इन फ्यूचर हमारी कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स को भी सॉर्ट आउट करे.
So, my means suggestion to the young entrepreneurs will be realistic. If you are not realistic, if you are just selling up a dream, that's not going to serve the purpose. There are plenty of problems out there. आप किसी गली में, मोहल्ले में, किसी शहर में कहीं पे भी रह रहे हो, गांव में रह रहे हो, आप घर से बाहर निकलोगे, you will see the problems. We are means having rainy seasons, potholes भर जाते हैं, पानी भर जाता है. Government अपनी तरफ से पूरा हेल्प कर रही है टू सॉर्ट आउट द सिस्टम, बट they also need support from the public, and you guys can play a huge role in that. So identify the problem which is actually causing pain to the society. So once you find that and once you are actually serving the society, once you are actually helping out the people out there, आपकी growth अपने आप हो जाएगी. What people are doing, many young entrepreneurs they are doing, they are following the footsteps of other people. एक सक्सेसफुल मॉडल है तो मैं भी वही चीज़ करूँगा. अगर मेरा फूड बिजनेस देख लिया उन्होंने, एक अच्छा चल रहा है तो ठीक है, मैं भी डिलीवरी स्टार्ट करूँगा. बट उसकी लॉजिस्टिक्स तो समझो, उसकी कन्वेंशन, उसके एसक्यूज तो आप अंडरस्टैंड करो दैट हाउ ही इज़ डूइंग. तो इट्स गुड दैट यू आर टेकिंग इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम द सक्सेसफुल काउंटर पार्ट्स, बट एट द सेम टाइम you need to identify where is your strength. You need to identify your own USP. So identify the problems, means which are nearby. You can, start from your own region. जैसे मैं पंजाब की बात करूँ तो paddy burning issue, one of the most, means problematic issues which the entire region is facing. In fact, उसका effect आप बाकी cities में भी आप करते हो. Air quality index improvements हो गई. Then water level crisis, water table, means we all know that down the line that dip in water table is going to happen. But what are we going and what are we doing these things? So these kind of means realistic problems, the SDGs which UN has also identified, if we are trying to build up a solution and if we are trying to come up with a means a remedy for that particular pain point, then I think it's going to help you. So my challenge would be find out the real problems which is near you. वो real problems आपकी city से related हो सकती है, आपके कॉलेज से रिलेटेड हो सकती है, आपके स्कूल से रिलेटेड हो सकती है, आपके घर से रिलेटेड हो सकती है, it can be anything, but the main challenge is that how well you are defining that problem and how well you are providing the solution to it. And solutions आपके आसपास ही होते हैं. We just need to expand our horizon and have that vision that yes, we can provide that solution.
Right. So, sir, हम बात करते हैं when we talk about your experience into the startups and all. So we think about the students. Then when we talk about that any kind of a startup, they are only looking for that kind of a funding part. So sir, मुझे funding चाहिए, आप मुझे कितना help करोगे? I need the investor part and all. So when we talk about the investors, how we ensure them that they are ready for the investment pitches and all. So what they need to do before coming up in future for the investment pitching and all. If they are looking for the investor, what is the right platform to find out the investors as well?
Okay, post Shark Tank, it's not difficult now to find an investor because fortunately there are many investors, those who are coming up very openly. Now this is a gap between the investor and the entrepreneur who is coming up, because the problem is whenever a person is starting up with a venture, उसके माइंड में सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये होता है कि मेरे को फंडिंग चाहिए, and he is coming up with this thought only. What was happening earlier the people who were starting up the ventures, they were first focusing on the solution part, कि हम चलो इस प्रॉब्लम को उठाते हैं, इसका सोल्यूशन निकाल के लेके आते हैं, बिकॉज इफ़ वी आर गिविंग अ रियल सोल्यूशन, इन्वेस्टमेंट अपने आप आएगी आपके पास, इन्वेस्टर आएगा, बिकॉज वाई विल इन्वेस्टर इन्वेस्ट मनी in your venture? Because he'll see a return coming out, but nowadays the investors are also facing this problem, and they are also facing this challenge that they're not getting the real startups. Every time you go to a pitching competition, every time you go to some investor meet, you'll find the same old concepts, and somewhere down the line I think we can blame, now this can raise debate also, but I think that we can blame technology also. आजकल पहले हो रहा था कि लाइक यू आस्क दैट मीन्स व्हाट चैलेंज वी कैन गिव टू द एंटरप्रेन्योर, सो दे वर लुकिंग आउट फॉर द रियल वर्ल्ड चैलेंजेस. अब वो चैलेंजेस चैट जीपीटी पे डाल के देखते हैं, राइट? दे आर जस्ट पंचिंग इट डाउन, ओके गिव मी द चैलेंजेस और गिव मी द ऑप्शंस एंड एरियाज वेयर आई कैन स्टार्ट माई स्टार्टअप. अब वो चैट जीपीटी आपको भी वही रिजल्ट दिखा रहा है, मुझे भी वही रिजल्ट दिखा रहा है, बिकॉज इट्स एन एआई विच इज़ वर्किंग, एंड डेटा तो वही है ना, एंड वही सारे डेटा, वही सारे एग्जाम्पल्स इन्वेस्टर्स के आगे पिच हो रहे हैं. So they are not getting that real, means value out of it. So that's why it's very important. If you want to get funding, if you want to get investment, make yourself ready. Firstly, towards the solution that you are providing for the actual existing problem which is out there. We have money. ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया में money नहीं है. We have money. We have huge money. Yes, we have. And the money support is also given by the government also as well as non-government entities. तो पैसा तो है, and वो मिल भी रहा है, बट जिनको मिल रहा है अगर आप उनसे पूछोगे कि आपको मिला कैसे है, या आपने ऐसा क्या किया कि आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट मिल गई या मुझे नहीं मिल रही, so the underline will be this thing only, that means we are real, we are realistic, we are doing something which is helping out the people out there and which is creating a positive impact on someone's life. That's where we are getting some funding. So if you are looking forward to the investment, first the first notion will be ki make yourself realistic, make yourself means available to the public, the kind of solution that you are offering, and then investments aati रहेंगे आपके पास. Now how you are claiming the investment, so there are different scenarios. Sometimes if you go to a pitching event, they give you a particular time slot. Within 3 minutes you need to pitch, within 2 minutes you need to pitch, within 10 minutes you need to pitch. So first understand the format, means, and try to do some research about the investor, कि आप जा किसके पास रहे हो, and it's very important that you're approaching the right investor. It's not, it should not happen like that you are coming from a food tech or from an edtech company and you're approaching a fintech investor, because you need to understand your investor, that what is his areas of interest, whether he is investing in that particular domain or not, which I am catering to. So you need to understand that. Then you need to prepare your deck in such a way that in just 7 to 8 slides, or in just if you are giving a PowerPoint presentation, or even if you are showcasing your prototype or a product over there, so within 2 minutes means very crisply you are addressing what you want to means address to the investor, because they have plenty of opportunities. You have a single time opportunity, for an investor. If you're not clicking, some other ABC person will come and he'll click. But if you want to encash that thing, so you need to first make yourself understandable. So practice. It's very important for you to practice your deck, practice your pitching. First try to sell your product to yourself. If you are convinced, there was a movie na, Wolf of the Wall Street, wo pen sell karte the. So first try to sell it to yourself. If you are able to sell it to yourself, if you are able to convince your friends, your family, then you can convince the investor also.
So, sir, what are the common challenges you are facing when you are working with that student kind of, you can say the entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs when we talk about that, because they are coming up very first time.
Yeah.
So, and they have they don't have such kind of exposure. Some are coming up with a business family, but 90% of them are coming from jobs. That their father are working with some jobs or something like that. So, what kind of a challenges you are facing?
So the utmost challenge which I face is the patience level. Don't take me wrong, all the Gen Z over there, but we are seeing this very prominently, that the kids, the new generation, the Gen Z which is coming up right now, they are losing on the patience level. And this is very evidently true, because आप Instagram पे reels देख रहे हो, right? 5-5 सेकंड की, 10-10 सेकंड की, 15 seconds की reels देख रहे हो. If that reel is not getting your attention for 3 seconds, you are scrolling it up.
Right.
So that patience level has gone very down, right? And that's why whenever a new kid is coming, he is coming up with an idea. We are telling him that, bro, listen, your idea is good, but you need to work on these points. He is not able to grasp that thing. He is like कि नहीं मुझे तो अभी करना है. They want everything spontaneous. With just a click of a button. खाना मंगाना है, ऐप क्लिक करो, घर पे आ जाए. मेरे को लाइक्स चाहिए, इंस्टा पे रील शूट करो, इमीडिएटली आ जाए. सो दे वांट मीन्स इमीडिएटली, promptly right now. But you need to understand that if you want to build your own empire, Rome was not built in a day. If you want to build an empire, you need to go brick by brick, right? पहले उसकी नींव को समझो. You need to means build your persona around your product. You need to understand it. You need to go step by step, and then only you can build your kingdom. So this is the one of the means major challenge which we are facing. Otherwise, guys these days, girls these days, they are very energetic. I believe, means I can say that they are more energetic than we used to be. And because they have so many good ideas, they have so many innovative solutions, because these are the internet kids. They are born with all the data, all the information around them, and the kind of conversations they engage in, it's really means mind blowing, because they think to that level where we cannot also think up. And this is all because their parents, they are supporting them. The families are now becoming more supportive. Earlier that was not the scenario, but now the parents, the families, the relatives, the friends, they are very supportive. But at the same time, if you are not ready to learn, if you are not ready to means upskill yourself and relearn the things, then it's going to be very difficult. So you need to be very open minded for that thing.
Right. So now when we talk about the students, sir, so I think जो आपका सजेशन रहेगा, start with the basics.
Yeah, start with the basics. Build your interpersonal skills, because ultimately you are going to deal with the people out there. आपका प्रोडक्ट है, आपका सर्विस है, आप डील तो कस्टमर से कर रहे हो. एंड कम व्हाट मे बी, आप इंडस्ट्री 4.0 ले आओ, 5.0 ले आओ, AI ले आओ, ML ले आओ, कस्टमर इज गोइंग टू बी द किंग. दैट रिटेनरशिप इज गोइंग टू बी विद कस्टमर. वो किंग का टाइटल कस्टमर के पास ही रहेगा. सो एंड कस्टमर will be with you. Customer can make you a king also, and he can bring you down also, right? So you need to understand that how you are gelling up. Build your interpersonal skills, build your communication skills, try to be more interactive, try to be more humble, try to stay grounded. Number one thing. Number two, learn how to utilize your money in a right way, because you will be getting funding, but don't get distracted by the money inflow, because many times we have seen founders exploiting money like anything, and the product which can scale the skies, they can touch the skies, they are down and they are nowhere to be seen. So understand, get some financial acumen, try to learn the basics of finance at least, try to manage your own finance, because you can hire a CA. I'm not de-promoting any profession, but yes, you can hire a CA, you can hire an accountant, but ultimately if you are also having a knowledge, then no one can fool you. And you can, if you manage your own finance, then ultimately you know that where your money is getting invested. You know that, okay, if I'm putting up money in my marketing, then this much return I want in return. So understand your finances, and main important thing is understand your market. If you are not coping up with the technology, if you're not laying up the technology, don't be a Nokia, right? Otherwise you'll be out of the market.
Very right.
Because you can be a king at one time, but if you're not keeping up what customer needs, if you're not keeping up what technology is demanding from you, आज की date में there are many debates going on that AI ये कर देगा, AI jobs jobs deployment कम कर देगा. आप जितना मर्जी आर्ग्यूमेंट कर लो, AI is going to stay. So accept the reality, and it's not like that if AI will come, then jobs will not be there. You guys are entrepreneurs, be the job creators. There are plenty of opportunities. So embrace the technology, embrace the evolution, embrace the change, and ultimately you can succeed.
So now sir we talk about the students. So अभी हम students की बात करते हैं, और any kind of a person who want to start their own venture. So I thought मेरा एक personal view है, when we talk about the product validation. So why don't we start with our family members or our critics? सबसे बड़े critics होते हैं हमारे friends.
True.
They are the we can say सबसे बड़े supporter भी आज की डेट में, सबसे बड़े क्रिटिक्स भी वही हैं. सो व्हाई डोंट वी डू कि एज अ स्टूडेंट अगर मेरे को लगता है कि मुझे अपना स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करना है, सपोजिटली आई एम अ स्टूडेंट, सो मैं अपने फ्रेंड के पास लेके जा रहा हूँ उस प्रोडक्ट को, सी टू इट, आई एम ट्राइंग टू सेल इट, कि फर्स्टली उसकी नीड्स मुझे समझ में आए. सो कैन वी डू सच काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज ऑन थिंग्स? सो जस्ट अ सजेशन फ्रॉम माई एंड, अगर आपका उस पर वैलिडेशन या कोई पॉइंट है तो.
हाँ, we can and we should do this, because but उसके लिए ना the startup people, the entrepreneurs, they need to accept this thing that जब तक आप अपना आइडिया डिस्कस नहीं करोगे, if you'll always live in that dome कि if I'll share this idea, मेरा आइडिया चोरी हो जाएगा. So I was reading an article that if you are thinking of one idea, at the same time 7 people are out there who are thinking the same idea. तो आप नहीं करोगे तो कोई और उसको implement कर देगा, right? तो first be very open. That yes, I want to do this thing. Discuss with people out there, discuss with your mentors, discuss with your family, and once you feel that okay, these are things, then take all these criticism in a positive manner. What is happening, especially with the young generations, the young kids who are coming, we are also young, but yes, the younger ones, so what is happening with them, if you tell them and if you try to correct them, or if you try to give a positive criticism, so they don't take it positively. They take it to their heart and they feel bad about it कि यार आपने मेरे को गलत कैसे बोल दिया. But without hurting any religious sentiment, you can take a very good example from the recently released movie. There was a movie which was released, Ati Priye was there, so without raising any controversy. So that movie was released, that trailer was released, but it was not well accepted by the audience, because you did not do justice to the religious sentiments, to the product delivery. Ultimately, the people out there, the both young and old generation, they were criticizing, but they were giving positive criticism that you do these changes, then obviously it can be a huge hit. But somehow the makers had a different vision. They were it's quite what you can say, adamant that okay, we will go with our vision only, we will not listen to the critics. What happened? The movie was a laughing stock, and it tanked at the box office. Same goes with your product. So if you are not listening to the critics in a positive manner, you will lose your market. And now to counterpart this thing, all those game enthusiasts, they will be knowing a character Sonic. We used to play the Sonic the Hedgehog. When that trailer was also released, people criticized the character during that day. बट मेकर्स लिसन टू दैट थिंग, यू नो, उन्होंने कैरेक्टर में चेंज किया एज पर दी ओरिजिनल ऑथेंटिसिटी, एंड व्हेन दे री रिलीज्ड इट, इट वाज अ ह्यूज हिट. सो दैट टोटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू, हाउ वेल यू आर टेकिंग द क्रिटिसिज्म. और वो तभी मिलेगा जब आप शेयर करोगे, when you will be open to receive, you know, means these inputs, work on those inputs, rework on your prototype, and then, you know, means enter into the market, then obviously no force can stop you.
So, sir, when we talk about your experience, do you want to change anything in something like you want to do something different and you have done something else? So, you want to change something out of your, we can say, the past, not the future?
No, by God's grace, you know, means we have seen many ups and downs, and obviously we have seen failure also. We have seen success also. We are still seeing all those things. But one thing, you know, means if I have a magic wand and I can, you know, means do that Wingardium Leviosa. So, you know, one thing which I would love to do is do some magic trick and make the young entrepreneurs understand that don't fear from the failure. You know, if you are failing fast and learning, you know, means early is the step to success. And which I can do in the past also, like, and with all the persons, like if I can, you know, means um, turn back the wheel and learn from the failures, maybe I could have done much better thing for the mentors, because we are also learning at the same time from the startups also, from our seniors also, from our colleagues also. So I would love to, you know, means change that ideology of the students, of the young entrepreneurs. One thing, uh, let's make some pill through magic through which they can learn patience, through which they are, you know, means more receptive towards the criticism, through which, you know, means they are dwelling more towards the realistic problems out there, and ultimately actually fulfilling the definition of startup.
Right. So, sir, now when we talk about our event Pathfinder 2.0, what was your message and how we can say, like, for the students, they can register with us and something like that?
So all the lovely people, you know, means watching this podcast, watching this interaction, all the young and dynamic entrepreneurs, just a small message from my side. Pathfinder is going to be a life-changing opportunity for you. So come out, you know, means don't fear that, and don't, you know, means get stuck with the notion that you're not getting an opportunity to present your idea, you're not getting a chance. If you had this complaint earlier that कहाँ जाएं, कैसे जाएं, किसके पास जाएं, कैसे अपने आइडिया को पिच करें, कैसे इन्वेस्टमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी सिक्योर करें, कैसे मेंटरशिप लें, लीगल सपोर्ट कैसे लें, फाइनेंशियल सपोर्ट कैसे लें. सो यू हैव अ वन step solution, one door solution for all the questions that have in your mind. Pathfinder. So come over there, register yourself, be a part of, you know, means the change, be a part of the evolution, come and network yourself, interact with the founders, present and showcase your ideas to the real investors. You know, we are bringing investors from all the corners of the ecosystem. They are going to come over there with their, you know, means years of experience. So try to learn from them. Even if you don't have an idea, I'll suggest you to be a part of this event, because there is going to be lots and lots of learning for you, and ultimately there will be plenty of surprises waiting for you at the Pathfinder. So come and be the part of the change.
So student can get a chance to get a 5 type of funding through this event. It is a we can call the investor funding, right? And the seed funding, we call that the crowdfunding, but it's a crowdfunding will be in a different way. So apart from the investor in the jury, there are many investors sitting in that crowd as well. So they also can invest in your ideas. And along with that, top 3 students will get the seed funding from our end. Apart from that, we are helping them to get that government grants as well. So these kind of a funding options available, and this event is totally a unique event when we talk about, because this is only for the students who are coming with the unique ideas, and they have a willing power to go through with that ideas to take that into the business line.